Hey everyone, so as you can see we are back in Dazara lore. I hope I'm pronouncing that. I can never remember how to properly pronounce this. I think it's Dazara lore. I think that's how you pronounce it. But we are here to deliver the note here in Zuldazar, and then we'll just hearth back to Vol'dun.
Got some coin to spend?
What is this? He may choose to forget, but I choose to remember, no matter what pain it brings me. At least he is safe. Loa watch over him.
Come on back with more of that coin now.
Oh, I probably should mention before we hearth back, there is something of note here. So down here, I noticed there was the big exclamation point, which indicates that's a story, a main story quest, and I was like, what is that? It says Trouble in Darkshore. This apparently is the area where you go to do what are called war fronts. I don't really know how those work. So I'm holding off on doing that stuff until I get a prompt, probably in the war campaign, where they're like, all right, now we need you to go do war fronts. What are war fronts? Well, this is what a war front is. It's such and such and such and such. I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, But apparently I'm going to need to do that at some point. I think, especially if I'm going to want to unlock the Maghar Orcs, because I went back to Orgrimmar to the embassy to check, and I may even add them to my little list here on the right of things I need to do. Let me see if I can look it up for you guys, if I can recall by memory. Let's see. Zandalar. Come on, where is it? That's rep. Let me go down the list here. Nope. Yeah, the expedition stuff doesn't really matter. Ah, here we go. Tides of Vengeance. So you have to do this here if you want to unlock the Zandalari Trolls, which is these things here, which I believe... I think that might happen after I do the main quest lines for all three of the zones here in Zandalar. And then, let's see. Yeah, that's the for the Lore Master stuff for Zandalar Forever, which is this here. That's required for the Zandalari Trolls, as well as the Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder. So I'll go ahead and add that as well. And then, here we go. Ready for War. This is the one. The War Campaign in Zandalar and Kul Tiras. This is required for the Maghar Orcs, as you can see there. So, you kind of have to do the War Campaign stuff if you want to do... if you want to get the Maghar Orcs unlocked. And also if you want to get the Pathfinder Part 1 unlocked. So, you have to do that stuff. So, at some point, I'm going to have to learn and figure out what, how to do that stuff. So, anyway, yeah. There's my list of stuff to do. And at some point I will go back and finish all the stuff in Draenor. Someday I will return to Draenor. I know some people are like, oh no, don't do it. Look. If I want to get to the point where I can be able to just fly around Draenor and be able to go anywhere, including the Tanaan Jungle, especially if I at some point want to start going to the Hellfire Citadel raid, which I have never done. Partly because you have to go to the Tanaan Jungle in order to get to the entrance, which if you don't have flying unlocked, it's obviously a little trickier. This is the only character that I have Tanaan Jungle unlocked. Alts that you boost, you don't get it unlocked. Like, it doesn't give you Tanaan Jungle. You have to actually, you would have to do stuff to unlock it. So I figure, okay, either I could unlock Tanaan Jungle with all my alts, or I'll just simply do the Pathfinder stuff with this character, which has a good chunk of Draenor done already, and I'll just unlock flying and make it easier.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
Mejani.
All be welcome here.
Oh, hold on a second. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Alright. Who are you? Have we met before? Something is terribly wrong. Unwanted memories have been released from their magical confines. Akunda's power is supposed to keep them sealed away. The physical manifestation of our most haunting memories have no place in this world. They must be destroyed. Better ring. Nice. The memories of Akunda's followers rest within this valley. Most are best left forgotten, but they may be our only chance to find out what happened to Akunda. Look back upon the memories here. See if you can find any clues about what happened to our Loa. Be warned, this task is not for the weak. What you witness in these memories can't be unseen.
The sands swallow the weak.
You know, this kind of goes back to something that we have actually seen trolls do in the past. I know this happened back in Cataclysm, but I think this may have also been going on back in BC, maybe, when we had to deal with some of the other trolls. Remember when we had to deal with Zul'jin? I don't know how far this back this goes, but you notice how sometimes, in fact every time, a troll tries to perhaps take the power of a Loa for themselves, and by doing something like killing the Loa, and it always goes bad every single time. You would think at some point they'd be like, you know, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe this is a bad idea, because maybe this will probably end up destroying me instead of the Loa and giving me this almighty power. But hey, I guess some people who are crazy for power just can't stop themselves, right? Now, this is gonna, you know, we'll probably find this out later, because you noticed what was happening to Akunda back in the temple, right? Yeah, just kind of remember that. Keep that in your memory.
Jak'razet is a traitor, but the king won't act without proof.
Please, Rakira, don't do this. You'll get yourself killed.
You know I must, Kaja. Duty before all else.
Ah, so we're gonna see more memories of what happened. Ah! Yep. Well, my guy's out. Maybe I should just go ahead and aggro some of these guys and be like, hey! Let's fight while my guys are out here. Okay, so my elemental is dead. This is bad. Okay. Woo. All right. It's the guy from the temple. So he just keeps these memories in these jars, huh? Interesting place to store bad memories. Or maybe unwanted memories is what I should probably say. Akunda. He drank from that. Oh, no. So that also explains why we saw some of the other, whatever they're called. Whatever animal Akunda is. I forget what they're called. Thunder lizards, I think? But, why the rest of them looked like they were kind of, having this kind of, aura about them that was kind of green and poison-like, because they had been poisoned from the water. Ah! Okay. Huh, look at that mount he has. I believe that's actually, one of the Loa that we can encounter. I've heard we encountered, like, 8 different Loa or so in this expansion. Which is pretty cool. I don't know if I said this before, but if you were someone who loves troll lore, like all the lore involving the trolls and the Loa and all that, this is quite a treat. Ah, come on. You just slay another of these big guys here. Distorted memory. Apparently there's also gardeners outside. If you guys hear that, sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, I need to slay that guy over there as well. Nope, nope. Alright, and let's see if this does it. Yep. Just as I suspected. So, whereas the attempts to do this thing with the Loa, like I've said before, where they tried to kill them and take all their power, where they just try to do it just immediately, this guy has actually been doing it very, very slowly. And that's why Akunda was reaching out to us, asking us for help earlier.
No one deserves this fate.
It is as I feared. Diloa's own memories have been taken from him. You did what was right. Memories like those have no place in this world. This explains why Diloa has been silent. Akunda himself has forgotten who he is. Someone or something must be abusing his power. We won't know how to help without speaking to Diloa. I can perform a ritual that may repair Akunda's mind, but it is not without risk.
Stay safe.
I will do my best to prepare Akunda's mind. But you need to be prepared to subdue any memories that might be awakened.
Soon I'll have to say goodbye to this legendary ring. I can feel it. I put some of my other legendaries I had in my bank. Oh. I am half an hour away from yet another egg hatching. See if I get a different mana ray this time. Oh,
Hello,
let me guess. Oh,
Watch
never
your
mind.
back out there.
Oh. Okay, I'm expecting more guys to show up, so let's get my boys out. Come on. There we go.
almost done. I can hear Akunda's voice entering my mind.
Child, at last, you can hear me. A traitor lurks within our temple.
Oh, I was waiting for her to say more.
I am the storm.
Let's see if I can do his voice.
Akunda the Exalted is not who he seems. He poisoned the eternal spring, sickening all who drank from it. Even I was not immune to his abhorrent alchemy. Now he drains my power, abusing my gift to wipe the minds of all who might try to stop him. We will not let him succeed. What little power I have left, I will lend to you. Use it to call the storm and end the madness that has taken over my temple.
Ooh. Looks like I'm gonna get a new armor piece. A new Azurite armor piece. Nice, nice. I already have shoulder piece, so I'll probably grab the chest piece, even though it's actually not as high of a level as my chest piece I already have. But hey,
Clarity comes after the storm.
so that explains why she lost her memories back there. Because she was investigating, and he basically has been doing this whole thing to try and hide his scheme. Certainly seemed fishy right off the bat. Let's go take this guy down and free the lore. Oh, and just wait till we get to Nazmir. There's like a few more different lore we can get there.
Champion, unseat this usurper.
You should have run away when you had the chance. The power.
Dude, of course, I'm a shaman. Of course I'll call the storm. Yeah. He's like, call the storm. I'm like, absolutely, I do that all the time. Woo.
At last, I am free. Thank you, champion. What brings you here?
You wield my gift well. Now that my power has returned, I can heal the minds of my children. You have proven worthy of my blessing. This means, should you choose me as your Loa, you can call upon my power when needed. Commune at my shrine to receive my gift. Know that whatever you choose, you will always be welcome within these walls.
Let the storm guide you.
Now this, I've found out, is a pretty cool mechanic. So, there's multiple different shrines that apparently you can go to get a certain buff. So if I use this one, we can then get this buff called Boon of Akunda. Attacks and heals have a chance to cast Holy Storm. Effects cannot happen more than once per 1 minute. Spread Holy Storm energy to target and chaining to nearby targets, healing allies, or damaging enemies. And you can get like 6 or so different types of buffs like this at certain shrines. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if there's an alliance equivalent of this, because this is mainly a Horde Zandalar thing, but man, that's cool. Rakira?
Speak quickly. The city will
Actually,
not
hold
fall.
on. Let's talk to Akunda one more time.
All are welcome here.
If at any time you require my gift, commune at a shrine built in my honor to receive my boon.
You will forever be welcome within these walls.
Champion, come quick! Rakira's memories are returning.
My head. Kaja? Is that you? Yes.
Did you lead Kaja here? I told her not to come after me. It isn't safe. My mind remains fogged, but the memories are slowly returning. Jak'razet. The weapon. Come, let us find some fresh air. I will tell you what I have discovered.
I am sworn to defend the
54
royal. It is as
resources.
I suspected. General Jak'razet has troops in the desert, unbeknownst to the king. They scour the dunes, searching for a weapon that can destroy the city, killing any who get in their way. I have no idea what this weapon is, or where to find it, but it can't be good if Jak'razet is hiding its existence from the king. We must find the weapon before Jak'razet has a chance to get his hands on it.
Okay.
I am listening.
Talanji was right not to trust the general. If he succeeds in finding the weapon, our great city will fall. Warguard's fate. An old friend of mine came to the sands willingly to gain knowledge of the past. If anyone can locate this weapon, it would be Julwaba? Julwaba. Julwaba. I'm going to practice pronouncing that, or hear them pronounce it. Last I heard, she planned to excavate the ruins surrounding the Great Pyramid. Travel in Mira's caravan in search of Julwaba.
We will endure.
Mira, can you give us a ride?
Well, I know these dunes better than anyone.
Dolly and Dot have built up quite an appetite. Pulling a cartload of trolls isn't easy work.
Hey, don't die out there. The ruins are on the way to Zenlun. I'm happy to take you there. Dolly and Dot are great company, but it's nice to have friends to talk to. We're friends, right?
We
Yeah, of
wouldn't
course.
have found Rakira without you, little one.
Of course, Mira. Of course we're friends. She's cool. I like Mira. And these two, Dot and Dolly, they're so cute. Scratch, 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 scratch. I'm scratching the top of their head. Scratch, 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 because they're so fluffy. But Mira, we gotta talk about these wheels. These are not stable wheels at all.
I don't think those trolls up ahead are friends of yours.
Those are Jak'razet's
Oh,
troops.
this isn't good. Not at all.
sends
No!
Out of the way!
The wagon!
Quick!
Dot! Dolly!
Dot, wait! It's not safe down there!
Jak'razet wants this one dead.
Oh, you guys are going down. I'm like, where'd they go? Oh, come on. Alright, fine. I'll go back here and turn this in. I just want to see if Dot and Dolly are okay.
Yes?
It's clear that Jak'razet won't stop until I'm dead. These dunes are crawling with assassins. Nowhere is safe, but we must press on. The ruins aren't far from here. Let's continue our search on foot.
We need to find Jalwaba before Jak'razet does.
Julwaba.
Oh my gosh! Why? Why is it always giant spiders? Why?
There they are. Oh, good.
Thank the sands you're safe.
Over here! I found her!
Oh, hi.
Jalwaba, are you hurt?
I am
Poor
Never safe to
Mira.
travel
but my
alone.
friend here is fading fast.
You've
poor
allied
wagon
yourself
is
to the
gone.
Sethrak?
It is a long story. One that can wait. He will meet Bonsamdi soon if we do
Sarek.
not hurry.
Let me help. I know what ails him.
Oh. You know what I found out? A lot of people have no idea what is the deal with these. Oh, I just realized. See? Alright, let's see. Is there a power I can unlock on this? Or do I have to wait? It looks like I have to wait a bit to get more Azurite before I can unlock a power here. So what's on this piece? Dealing fire damage grants critical strike, dealing frost damage, dealing nature damage. Chain heal heals its parting target for additional healing. Rockbire causes your next melee ability other than Rockbire to deal additional nature damage. Spells and abilities have a 2 swirling sands. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
No one
It's also a
deserves
shame
this
when you
fate.
get an Azurite armor piece and it's a lower item level than what you were already wearing. That's sad. Sedek is weak from poison. We're running out of time.
Stay safe out there.
Speak freely.
Your friend doesn't have much time left. The scorpid venom is likely rotting his veins right now. He will certainly meet death without a cure. I will help. The first ingredient that I'll need is the root of the prickly plum cactus. Its natural healing properties will make a suitable base for the salve. Scorpashi venom usually induces a slow creeping death. It's remarkable that your friend has survived this long. As with most anti-venoms, the thing that kills is also the thing that heals. I'll need to extract the venom from several Scorpashi stingers to craft the cure. When the extracted poison is mixed with cactus root salve, we'll have the anti-venom that we need to treat his wounds.
The
Go,
dunes have
gather
everything
what
we
is
need.
needed to heal this snake man. I will fill in Jalwaba on what we know.
The Snake Man. Okay. So, of course, I have to go to an area that has various different arachnids and such. Scorpions and spiders. Lovely. What does this happen to me? Tales of the Loa Achievement. Akunda. Huh. Oh, you gotta love handy notes, right? Alright, well, I will go ahead and try and do these off camera, and we'll be trying to give the anti-venom more likely when we come back. Stay tuned.